Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com, bringing you another edition of Dragons in Modern. I'm going to mulligan this hand with our one Field of Ruin. We've gotten really good at drawing Lava Spur Boots of late. We'll keep it. I don't want to go to 5. Get rid of the Terror of the Peaks. Have a little bit of ramp plus this turn 1 Ragavan. So we could just strike it rich, then Ragavan into Lava Spur Boots. We'll put our opponent to the test, per usual. See if the Ragavan leads to an early scoop here in the free section. Not everybody wants to play Ragavan every match. Anyway, so this is our mono red Dragons in Modern deck with Magda the Hoardmaster. We're looking to stockpile some treasures to make some 4/4 Scorpion flying hasty dragons. So far we've done none of that. We tend to use our treasures for other things like ramping or mana fixing. We have gotten our alternate game plan of, I don't know, I'm probably just going to have to not play this game if our opponent won't. There it goes, it resolves. Alright, I was going to say, suspiciously long time there. Unless they're very new to Magic and have never seen Ragavan, and if that's the case, then they're lucky. Other game plan is Terror of the Peaks and Stinkerback Terror, or Borg. Inquisition, you got a lot of options. So I guess it's good not to, or to run out the Ragavan. Yeah, Bone Crusher. Another Bolt. It looks like we might be going for the burn plan. We could have, well anyway, I'm going to say we could have struck it rich and then got in for 3 instead of 2. That might, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. I'd rather not use our treasure token since we missed a land drop, just to equip up Lava Spur Boots for 1 extra point of damage. Delthy Voidwalker, well, we will cast that. Since we have nothing else going on. It's our Outlaw Aristocrat deck. Alright, so now we have our opponent under a lot of pressure with our 1 mana, with taking their Voidwalker. But they have 7 cards in mono black. Surely they're playing lots of removal. Lots of ways of answering our threats, and then if we don't draw lands, we're kind of in trouble. We need both lands and threats. We can answer some things they do. They want to run out of Orcish Bowmasters, for instance. Thoughtseize, well, now you can see our wonderful hand. Wow, double Thoughtseize. Alright. Sure. And, so yeah, with Stingerback Terror, we're looking to plot it early, empty our hand. Field of Ruin would have been nice. I guess we can use the treasure to blow up the Urza Saga. Plot it early, go about our business. Then when our hand gets empty, play a Terror of the Peaks. And then cast Stingerback Terror for free, hopefully doing 6 or 7 to our opponent's face. Bowmasters. Well, this might just be the game where we opponent is just like, holy cow, you're getting all the stuff. Like, yeah, we are. We could just Field of Ruin this token to shut down. I mean, they're gonna. We can do that next turn, I guess. I really don't want to pass up on Bowmasters. Our opponent seems friendly, though. I'll have to start chatting with them. The Lava Spur Boots, I mean, I don't even know. We're going to save our treasure token. because they did not find an answer. Alright, well, so we kept Mold to 6, had a 1-lander with some treasure production, and ended up, they just had a handful of hand disruption, and we stole 2 of their best cards and won the game. So, let's see what we want to bring in against Mono Black. I mean, Alpine Moon, hit their Urza Sagas. Mage Bane Lizard could be okay, but they're obviously playing a lot of small creatures, so maybe we do bring in our little sweeper package. They're probably playing the One Ring. We'll see. Alright, that's a lot. So 7, we need to cut quite a few. We usually cut, we just try to trim some here and there. Fable could be good. It's a very grindy matchup. Man, Magda just is yet to have a chance to shine. Maybe like that. Alright, we trim it a little bit. Hopefully our opponent sticks around. They seem pretty friendly. They had a good sense of humor about Ragavan taking so many of their good cards and me being able to play them. Alright, well, our opponent will at least know what we're up to if they do Thoughtseize us. Which, given that they're mono black, it feels like they almost have to. We don't have any interaction this time, so if they don't, if they have their creature, if they have an early creature package, then we're going to be in trouble. It looks like Rakdos. Alright. We do have the Bone Crusher Giant at least. Alright, talking with my opponent a little bit. Looks like we're on the Urza Saga plan. And we will hold up this Bone Crusher Giant for whatever they come. Whatever, if this Bowmasters comes down. and they're not going to do Bowmasters. Alright, so opponent seems pretty friendly. They're on Rakdos. So after game one, they probably thought, I don't know what they thought. He said, she said that they, Toby's usually a guy, right, that they thought I was on Magda. So good for them. And then, but we thought they were on Mono Black. Fade below the Mirror Breaker. Getting a Goblin token that we will then stomp. I mean, they're playing Urborg and Urza Saga. Typically that's a Mono Black shell, but clearly not. So this would be fun playing them. That's glad that they're friendly about all this. It's kind of funny. Alright. So just chatting with our opponent. Nice to make acquaintance with a friendly person. And as a new website, that's one way I can try to drum up some traffic. But I've said it before, I missed the social aspect of Magic ever since COVID kind of shut it down and I had too many kids to get out of the house. Alright, well we drew the Ragavan, so now we're looking at, do we dash it in and eschew our construct plan, or do we continue to go about our construct business and save it for a later date? We no longer have any removal. I think we're going to go about the construct plan. They have a construct plan, we have a construct plan. They're going to get to see more cards than us with that Fable though. Now playing against a mono black deck, or holding on to our action to make constructs is susceptible to hand disruption. But we're not going to get any value out of the Urza Saga if we start running out things, and we're just going to lose the land. So we're going to trust that they're going to be on a similar plan of action, and that our top end is better than theirs. However, they play things like Shieldred and hard removal. So here comes the Inquisition, probably going to take the Ragavan. Took the Magda. Must have the, well, whatever. Who knows what they have, but if you're going to take the Magda, fine. We have the next turn, we can make the construct, get the Lava Spur Boots if we want. Suit it up even. And swing in. Let's make this larger so I can actually see it. Haywire Might we could go ahead and use to exile their Urza Saga, or exile their... Wow, we have a lot of good choices. Either Urza Saga or a Fable. What do we want to get rid of? Or do we just want to swing in? Let's get the Haywire Might. I mean, they have two great targets, so Urza Saga takes them off of land. See if they go after the Haywire Might. Non-token creature. Ah, sigh. Well, good on our opponent. We could have cast Strike it Rich first, just to have the mana open for that very situation. And there's some definite sequencing here, folks, that we should have done better. Gotten in an extra point of damage. We would have had the mana open to sack the Haywire Might to go ahead and kill the Urza Saga. But yeah, sometimes I get in the habit of, and this is something I think is a holdover from a previous era of Magic, where you want to attack to see what your opponent has before you commit things to the board and show them what your game plan is. In this case, we should have seen some removal coming, gotten our Haywire Might ready. They could have responded. The thing is, once we cast Striker Ridge, they could have responded and had to sacrifice the Haywire Might. So it's not. I don't necessarily think that they would have. That was like a game-ending or game-changing play or anything like that. All right, equipping it to the Kiki Jiki. It's a 3/3. Oh, sigh. All right. Well, we were hoping to play that Terror of the Peak, so that was our plan, right? Is that we were going to have them be ramped into Terror of the Peaks by casting the and growing our construct. So we'd have a turn 5. We'd have Terror of the Peaks next turn to help close out this game, no matter what they're doing with their whatever they have going on. All right, so we can honestly just strike it rich and dash in Ragavan. This is a 3/3, I believe. Yeah, so we can strike it rich, or we can plot. We have a lot going on here. They have 3 cards in hand and only 2 lands. So we can strike it rich to get through 4 damage. To ensure we get through the damage. And then we can cast a Ragavan to continue keeping the pressure on. That Terror of the Peaks, man. This is its spot. We're just a lightning bolt away. Or a stomp away. Now they're going to have a chance to grow, to gain some life, but depending on what their follow-up, if they don't have some removal, which they have 3 cards in hand, they have to attack and get rid of 2 threats, is what they're looking at. You can just run out the Stingerback Terror hardcast next turn. We don't even need to plot it. If they don't strip our hand. They can't Thought Seize us, and they can't get within position, so that means I think we're good from that front, unless they have some interesting... And they scoop it up. All right.
This is Johnny Cycles with cyclesgaming.com, and this has been another edition of Dragons in Modern. Be sure to go to my site and check out all of my original Magic the Gathering content, where I post articles and video of my janky modern brews in my commander decks. I'm also publishing a couple chapters every month for my science fiction fantasy novel called The Pod Kind. Check me out on YouTube as well. Click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.